A broken heart, inconsolable, Maureen is still mourning the death of her immediate younger sister, 48-year-old Miss Ijeoma Phillies, was gruesomely killed on 24th of October 2022 at a residence in the Lugbe area of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja.
Every night, every time I remember that the condition I saw my sister, I cry. Because I will not pray for that type of thing for anybody. The guy just killed her. What did I like that? Oh God, wrapped her up, get her for this.
This is me and my baby girl. See how fresh she is. She's a torture.
The suspected killer is this 31-year-old man she met on Facebook 2 years ago. He's been arrested by operatives of the Nigerian Police Intelligence Response Team, IRT, and is now in their custody. He says he met late Miss Felix in a group on Facebook in 2020, and their relationship started on a good note, which made him to move into an apartment later on. However, things later went awry, and according to him, the relationship turned abusive, in which he claims he was the victim.
Whenever anyone calls me on the phone, she's always angry. I couldn't express myself. I can't stay on the phone more than 5 minutes and she's around. She pick offense, she insults me. And during all this period, I believe neighbors around because sometimes they do come out.
Narrating what transpired on October 24th, the suspect says he had an argument with late Miss Phillies over a Highlander car she gave to him. He had sold the car without her consent, and the argument turned violent.
When I came around, the argument started all over again about the car, why I should sell it, and all that. And it was at this point and at this juncture that she raised her voice, she started insulting and everything. She went to the sitting room, dropped out the home theater on me, which I still defended. It was when she got back to the pursuit the second time to come back, then it was really unintentional because I was angry and all that. Yeah, I shoved it, I snatched it away from her and shoved her with it. She fell down. Now, when she was coming up, involuntarily I hit her with the pestle, and that was when she fell down. She started crying and saying why did I hit her and all of that.
After hitting her, the suspect says he took the car belonging to the deceased alongside her phone and other things and left the house.
When I left that morning, I parked the car with a friend and went to travel to Port Harcourt. It was while I was in the Port Harcourt that the friend told me that he can sell the car, and in my own maybe say covetousness, and I said okay, no, fine, if he can get a buyer, he should sell the car. So I think the car was sold 2 days later, and he sent the money to me on the 3rd day. Now all this is happening, I wasn't aware she was dead.
When contacted, the Force Public Relations Officer, Mr. Olumuyiwa Adejobi, says the arrest of the suspect followed the directive by the Inspector General of Police to fish out the culprit and to ensure no stone is left unturned in dealing with criminal elements. For now, investigation is still ongoing as relations of the late Miss Felix appeal for justice to be done. The police have also warned the public to be cautious about their activities on social media.
Hello and welcome back to Real People True Story. Ladies, be cautious out there, especially with these men that have the vagabond traits. What is the vagabond traits? It does not mean that a man is not looking okay. A man that have a vagabond trait is the one that does not have a home. The one that lives from one woman to another. The one that pack his load from one woman's house to another. He doesn't mind. He can spend his last money to look good so that you feel he's okay. But he's just a vagabond. He does not have a home of his own. He can't take a home. He can't of his own. He can't live alone. If he's with any woman, when he's tired, you might not necessarily do anything. He will just get tired. These men are like this. When he gets tired and he wants to leave, and you are playing the love thing, we die here thing, he's gonna kill you. Yes, because he is done with you. Now he has to move on to the next person. He will kill you so that he can set himself free. Those are the men that have vagabond traits. They don't have a home. They hop from one woman to another. For example, you remember the Empress story, the man that she kept in her house that almost killed her. Those are the kind of men that have vagabond traits. They can just come and tell you one story. They are stranded, or they are living with their aunt. They just come and visit a sister. They are in town for visits. They are in town to come and see something has happened to them. They start love bombing you. They will use their last card to buy you lipstick, only to come and find your house as a shelter. Be very careful about these men. A man that does not have a home of his own, does not have a house of his own where he's living, is a vagabond. It doesn't mean if he has a home in his village. If where he is currently living is not his house, he's patching with someone, only to look for a relationship to go and live with the woman. He can do anything. They are very dangerous men. Not all. There might be men that situation or circumstance have brought into that kind of situation that they have to come and just live with the woman, and the person might still be a very good person. But most of them, they are vagabonds. And when they are done with you, if you are not letting them go, you are playing the lovey card, they will kill you. They will kill you. A man almost killed a friend of mine, pressed her neck and said to her, I will kill you and bury you in my compound. Your father is a poor man, can't do anything. This man was a vagabond to this girl. He was living in this girl's house, and he was a vagabond. He was ready to do anything to set himself free. So open your eye, shine your eye. Why you are playing, I love him, I don't want him to go. If he is that dangerous vagabond that is ready to leave, and you are playing such a card, be ready to die. And he doesn't mind. And this kind of men, they are broke. You know those high-profile broke guys? Have you seen them? There are very many here on Facebook. There are also many in real life. High-profile broke guys. They borrow money to please a woman. They can borrow money to come and do you so that you think they have money. They are broke. They spend their last card on looking good, but they are broke. Even if they have a house, they are still broke. Do you understand? They are broke. So this kind of man that is a broke, high-profile guy, when he's done sucking your orange like there is no water in it, he's going to leave. And if you are thinking, he's going to leave me here, I'm not letting him go, he will kill you. Stay well.